নমস্কার, দ্য রিপোর্টে স্বাগত। আরজিকর কাণ্ডে নির্যাতিতার পরিবারের সঙ্গে দেখা করতে সুদূর রাজধানী থেকে শহর কলকাতা থুরি উত্তর 24 পরগনা জেলার সোদপুরে এলেন কেন্দ্রীয় চিকিৎসক সংগঠন আইএমএ-র সভাপতি আর.ভি. অশোকান। আরজিকর ইনস্টিটিউটের গাফিলতি ছিল, সব মেডিকেল কলেজগুলির ডাক্তার এবং নার্সদের নিরাপত্তা বাড়ানো উচিত। নির্যাতিতার মা বাবার সঙ্গে দেখা করে সাংবাদিকদের মুখোমুখি হয়ে এ কথাই প্রকাশ পেল আর.ভি. অশোকানের বক্তব্যে।
We have come here to express the grief of the entire country. We have come here seeing her not as a doctor alone, as our own daughter, and the only child of this family, and the only hope coming from a very middle class family, their blood and sweat, and the horrendous circumstances under which she has been killed, brutally killed. We have no words. We have no words. We as a nation, we as a country, we as the medical fraternity, we have let down that child, that daughter of India. We have let down. We really do not know how can we do justice. We can ask for justice. For this family, we can never answer their questions. And the way they have been treated, even after this crime, that also touches us very much. The humanity was lost, that they were not treated with empathy. They were not
treated.
Pardon?
Who didn't treat them?
No, the authorities, whoever on the local spot, the institution should have take the ownership. They have not taken the ownership. They should have taken the ownership. They should have identified with the family. They should have condemned the crime, and they had a moral responsibility to file an FIR, to come out before the people of what has happened in an institution of this learning. So the institution has failed.
Was there any part of negligence?
No, it's not a question of negligence. It's that there is a responsibility there. Responsibility of the authorities are there. So whoever it may be, it can be a doctor, it can be part of the the department. I think the investigation has to be foolproof, fair, and be transparent for the entire nation. It's not a question of Calcutta or a small medical college. These authorities, they are answerable both vicariously as well as the crime has been committed under their nose, and they have failed. They have failed all of us. They have not only failed for the institution, as an entire country, they have failed us. They are answerable.
Sir, are you happy with the Kolkata High Court order?
Yes.
Yes.
I am updated on that. We were with the Minister of Union, Health Minister yesterday on this issue. At that point of time, the High Court order arrived.
So do you think that the victim will get justice through the CBI CBI probe?
So now the only fair way that we can handle this crisis, where the institution has lost the faith of the people, is to have the Central Bureau of Investigations to do it. And that also, even the CBI should be scrutinized by the people on all these questions.
Sir, did the parent express any grievance against the institution to you?
Did this say that they wanted to talk to the principal, and the principal has not talked to them even now. For 3 hours they were waiting or something, but they were not. And also they said about the delay in informing the family. Yes, they have a lot of grievance against how it was handled. The crime is a separate thing, and condoning a crime and not empathizing with the grieving family is also equally a crime.
Not only that, the institution has tried to suppress the event, and they wanted to express this as a. What do you say?
I think all these things have to come in black and white in the CBI inquiry. We need to wait for more things. We cannot take the thing in our hand. For a transparent investigation, and we also appreciate the High Court in all its fairness, it intervened immediately and gave a verdict, which itself, the tone of the verdict itself speaks the anger of the judiciary on the event.
Sir, last question. How will you express this incident where a doctor is being brutally killed inside the hospital? What do you say?
I told you, we see her as a daughter of India, more than a doctor, beyond the medical profession. But the questions of the medical profession are different in the sense workplace safety. Now around 60% of Indian doctors are lady doctors. That is the current situation of the percentage or the ratio. 60% of Indian doctors are lady doctors. And how will they work? And 99% of the nurses are lady nurses, female nurses. So, there is a big question of how to provide security, comprehensive security to all our daughters across the country. And all the parents, they are going to be worried. And now they will be searching for institutions which have safety and security. Earlier, we were looking for academic brilliance. Now, we will have to say where my daughter will be safe. This is a situation which is unacceptable. This is a situation where across the party lines, all the governments have to rise to the situation and see that safety and security is a fundamental right. It cannot be violated. It cannot be violated in public. And what to talk about the status of India in the eyes of the world if such a thing can be allowed in a metropolitan city, in a medical college where they are supposed to be safe.
Sir, as of
What would you
one person-
suggest for the security in the hospitals when the lady doctors and nurses are on duty in night?
We have asked for declaring hospitals as safe zones equal to airports, which will entitle many things like CCTV or entry restriction and increase in the number of the security, at least in the medical colleges. And yesterday, on our intervention, the National Medical Commission has also issued a notice to all the medical colleges that the security of all the medical colleges have to be bruised up, and the NMC will be looking into the detailed security structure in all medical colleges.
Will there be any surveillance to monitor the security of the hospitals?
See, we need to think of a system which is foolproof. We all know that the airports are near foolproof. There is a law which prevents attack on the airline staff. But there is no law to prevent an attack on a doctor or a healthcare worker like a nurse. There is no law. And even up to the last month, the government in the parliament has said that BNS is adequate. Now it is all open. BNS is not adequate. It's not adequate. Our doctors, our nurses, we need security. We need an ambience where, we can work peacefully.
Sir, one person has been arrested as of now. So, do you think that the victim's father claimed that many persons have been included in this connection? So, do you think so?
This is not rocket science. We all know the amount of brutality this child was subjected to. If you have a knowledge of what from the postmortem report you can see, it cannot be. It doesn't need police. An intelligent person can decipher that it has been committed in the most heinous way by more than one. It's a group. It's a group. Whoever they are, however they are, they can be doctors, they can be department, whatever it is, they should be brought to the public.
সোদপুর থেকে রাজা দে, গৌতমীনাথ ও শ্যামল পাল, দ্য রিপোর্ট। সমস্ত খবরের আপডেট পেতে লাইক করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন দ্য রিপোর্ট চ্যানেলটি। সেই সঙ্গে বেল বাটন প্রেস করতে ভুলবেন না। আপনাদের একটা সাবস্ক্রিপশন আমাদের জন্য অত্যন্ত মূল্যবান। জয় হিন্দ।